How did a cook shut down an entire military operation? I found out when specialist Jake Miller discovered something horrifying in our food supplies at Camp Liberty in Iraq. Jake had been our head cook for 8 months. Quiet guy from Iowa, took his job seriously. While other soldiers complained about KP duty, Jake actually cared about feeding people properly. He'd wake up at 0400 every day to prep breakfast for 800 soldiers. It started during a routine inventory check in March 2007. Jake was going through our frozen meat supplies when he noticed something wrong with a shipment of ground beef. The packaging looked off. Dates were smeared. Some boxes felt warmer than they should. He brought it to Staff Sergeant Morgan, our kitchen supervisor. Morgan took one look and said the meat was fine. Just use it. We're not wasting food over paranoid concerns. But Jake wasn't satisfied. He'd grown up on a cattle farm, knew what good meat should look and smell like. This stuff was questionable at best. So he did something that could have ended his career. He called the base veterinarian directly, bypassed his entire chain of command, asked for an emergency food safety inspection. Staff Sergeant Morgan was furious. You went over my head to some animal doctor? That meat is perfectly good. I've been running field kitchens for 12 years. The vet, Captain Lisa Chen, showed up within an hour. Jake walked her through the freezer, pointing out the suspicious shipments, temperature logs that didn't match, packaging that looked tampered with. Captain Chen started taking samples. The more she examined, the more concerned she became. This isn't just spoiled meat, she told Jake. This shows signs of deliberate contamination. Within 6 hours, she had preliminary test results. The ground beef tested positive for E. coli, salmonella, and something else she wouldn't name over the radio. Called it a biological agent of unknown origin. That's when things escalated fast. Base Commander Colonel Williams got the report at 1800 hours. By 1900, he'd ordered a complete halt to all food service operations. Every meal, every snack, everything shut down immediately. But it got worse. The contaminated meat had already been served for 3 days. Over 2,000 meals had gone out using that beef. Tacos on Monday, spaghetti sauce on Tuesday, chili on Wednesday. By Thursday morning, soldiers started getting sick. Not just stomach bugs, serious illness, fever, dehydration, some requiring immediate medical evacuation. The base hospital was overwhelmed. Colonel Williams made the call that shocked everyone. Complete operational shutdown. No patrols, no convoys, no missions. Every soldier confined to quarters pending medical evaluation. The entire war effort in our sector ground to a halt. Iraqi contractors who supplied our food were immediately detained. Turns out they'd been paid by insurgents to contaminate American food supplies. Not enough to kill quickly, but enough to disable troops and disrupt operations. Jake's discovery had uncovered a sophisticated biological warfare attack. If he hadn't spoken up, the contamination would have spread to other bases. Thousands more soldiers would have been affected. The investigation revealed this was part of a coordinated effort targeting multiple forward operating bases. Our early detection prevented a disaster that could have compromised operations across the entire region. Staff Sergeant Morgan got relieved of duty for ignoring safety protocols. The base remained shut down for 72 hours while every food item got tested and replaced. All meal preparation moved to sterile field conditions. Jake received a Bronze Star for potentially saving thousands of lives. The citation read, "For exceptional courage in the face of institutional pressure and preventing mass biological warfare casualties." But the real recognition came from Colonel Williams himself. At the award ceremony, he said something I'll never forget. This specialist had the courage to challenge authority when lives were at stake. That's not insubordination, that's leadership. Jake finished his deployment running the safest field kitchen in Iraq. Every other cook in theater got trained on his contamination detection protocols. His procedures became standard operating procedure Army-wide. 6 months later, Jake got orders to the Pentagon, food safety specialist for the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Last I heard, he was developing biological threat response protocols for military installations worldwide. The Iowa farm boy who just wanted to feed people properly ended up revolutionizing military food security, all because he trusted his instincts over his supervisor's ego.